女士们、先生们，有请美国消费技术协会总裁兼首席执行官盖瑞·萨佩罗先生。Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Gary Shapiro, President and CEO, Consumer Technology Association.
CES Asia. Hello everyone and welcome to CES Asia. This is the premier event for the Asian consumer technology market. I want to thank the city of Shanghai, the Pudong government, and all of our partners to help produce this event, including Intex. Now, the Consumer Technology Association is the United States-based trade association that represents the North American consumer technology industry. Many of you know us because we own and produce the CES in Las Vegas, which is the world's largest business event, the world's largest innovation event, and the world's largest technology event. But we are so proud to be here in Shanghai to bring the entire technology ecosystem together this week. In fact, this show has grown so much. It is more than 2.5 times the size of our inaugural event that we held in 2015, and this year's show footprint is 24% larger than last year's. What we see here is every major industry is represented with more than 20 different product categories. We see all the big trends: artificial intelligence, vehicle technology, connectivity, AR and VR, robotics, drones, and digital health. This week, you can explore these technologies with your own hands. You can see how they're going to affect business decisions of the future. You can experience self-driving cars, test out virtual reality, see drones and artificial intelligence in action, all in N3. You'll hear from global leaders with keynotes from Hisense, Huawei, Biden, Alibaba, and Lenovo. And you'll see more than 100 startup exhibitors in Startup Park in N4. That's the future of the consumer technology industry. No other show in Asia can give you the same experience or demonstrate the scope of the industry. CES Asia is the only event on the continent that brings the entire consumer technology ecosystem together to better our future. Now, companies are here because their partners are here. And CES Asia is an opportunity to transform your company and, frankly, to form partnerships across vertical industries. CES Asia is where industry leaders and rising stars come together. According to GfK China, the research company, the 2018 Chinese technology consumer goods market is valued at more than 2.2 trillion RMB, and that is a 6% gain over 2017. That is real serious growth. And that's what's helping make us successful, because CES Asia showcases tremendous innovation from not only from China, but from 21 other countries as well. The fact is, this is more than a traditional buyer or seller trade show. What we have is we have companies of all sizes from all over come to launch products, build brand, and partner. It's also a show which is curated. We don't just allow any company that's a consumer technology company to exhibit. To exhibit, you must have either a well-known brand or you must have an innovative product or innovation technology. So we turn away hundreds of companies that ask to exhibit, and we did not allow them to, because we only want the best companies exhibiting here for your experience as attendees. What we also do is encourage startups. We expanded our startup park by 33% from last year, where we had 75 startups, to well over 100 startups this year, from 15 countries and regions. We have pavilions from countries and regions including China, Hong Kong, France, Switzerland, Netherlands, and Norway. These startups participate in these pavilions do so because they understand the opportunity that's here in China and here because of CES Asia. It's a chance to build strong business relationships with new and existing companies and industries in China and beyond. Executives come from all around to see the next big thing, to make business decisions, to be inspired, to think outside the box. That's what this show is about. Companies from outside of China come to launch, and Chinese companies come here to grow. The innovations you'll see on the show floor create disruption. The fact is they also provide solutions to major problems which plague humanity. The fact is that self-driving vehicles will greatly reduce driving traffic fatalities. Baidu will showcase its self-driving technology in our outdoor demo area in the front of halls N1 and N3. And then there's artificial intelligence. It's making us safer and healthier, from biometrics to medical care. In fact, for the first time ever at CES Asia, you'll see a whole new area just dedicated to artificial intelligence. And it will have 35 companies. Drones, another great technology, are making our world better. They're helping in disaster relief. They're improving infrastructure repair. And they're helping produce crops much more efficiently and better for farmers. All these technologies are helping us live healthier, safer, and more enjoyable lives. And as these technologies connect us, people, economy, and countries, we do face some real challenges. For example, the threats of higher tariffs. The challenges with tariffs is that nobody wins. And these threats and the discussion about it causes global economic uncertainty. There's a saying, when elephants fight, the ground gets trampled. That's a fair description of how everyone loses when two major trading partners start disagreeing. But what I like about CES Asia is here we focus on what unites us rather than what divides us. This year is a very special year in China. It marks 40 successful years of reform, a milestone for China and its people. And what we're seeing today is that China is continuing its commitment to great innovation. With new technologies such as artificial intelligence and 5G connectivity and a very tech-savvy population, China is positioning itself as a world innovator. And that's why we're so happy to be here in China to host this global show. China has a huge market with a large population and growing economic buying power. And from the Belt and Road strategy to China's 5-year plan, the 2025 plan, and the 2050 plan, we can see the wisdom behind China's strategy for innovation. We are certainly at an inflection point today. We're standing at the edge of an incredibly promising future for the world. I hope you will join us on this journey, explore the show floor, and witness the power of technology to make things better for humankind. And now, it's my pleasure to introduce a global leader and innovator that is transforming the industry. Hisense is a brand known around the world, experiencing incredible growth. And the company has been here exhibiting since our first CES Asia in 2015. In fact, I'll say, as I was just discussing with Chairman Zhou, Hisense was one of the companies that originally asked us to have this show here in Shanghai. Zhou Hojian is chairman of Hisense and has helped build the company to what it is today. Chairman Zhou is also the first ever keynoter from a Chinese company at CES in Las Vegas, Nevada, in the United States. Chairman Zhou has been a great friend, and he gave that first keynote in Las Vegas in 2010 and presented quite a vision. You know, it was just 20 years ago that Hisense was a television factory with a sales income of less than 500 million RMB. And now, thanks to the strategic leadership of Chairman Zhou, Hisense is a large enterprise group with annual sales revenue of over 100 billion RMB. I can't wait to hear his vision for the innovative future of smart TVs and our connected world. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming our opening keynote speaker, Mr. Zhou Hojian, to the CES Asia stage.
我没有概率这个本事能讲得这么好啊，所以我还拿着稿讲。尊敬的夏佩罗先生，各位来宾、媒体朋友们，大家上午好！感谢夏佩罗先生的邀请，使我能在此和大家做一个分享。从上个世纪90年代开始 ，CES 我几乎每年必须参加这个展会。或说是一个不敢不参加的展会，因为它承载了太多的新产品、新技术，尤其是未来的技术方向。在这一全球消费电子最高水平的技术盛宴上，20多年来，我们从过客到主角，从大洋彼岸的野望到今天的亚洲主场，从技术上的遥不可及到多个领域的突破引领 ，CES 不仅见证了全球消费电子的发展史，更是中国电子信息产业突飞猛进的见证。我是工程师出身，从事这个行业36年，36年来最钟情的是电视的发展。目前，随着数字视频制作技术的飞速发展，我们有了越来越多的高质量内容。作为电视核心的显示技术，反而成了产业链进步慢的环节。现在，电视的画质已经无法真正打动越来越挑剔的消费者，更不足以撬动消费者换季的刚需。而 Hisense 最近数据表明，2017年超高清面板占据60寸及以上显示器市场98%以上的份额。今年的世界杯将首次使用 HDR 信号转播，这些变化都意味着画质将会成为大屏幕竞争的焦点，而我们的电视机产业依然处于巨变前沿的momentum。所有的厂家不由得站在了选择的十字路口，面临着包括 LED 背光液晶、OLED、QLED 液晶显示等技术与产品路线方向的抉择，而海信则坚定不移地发展激光显示和 ULED 技术，并沿着 ULED 技术进入量子点显示和 QLED 领域，已经取得了一些实质性的成果。如今，决定电视竞争力的画质、音响、内容和交互也在发生变化。这个大家注意，在以前，电视大家是买的是这个图像，买的是版音，至于你看什么，那取决于当地的电视台来播放什么。那操控也非常简单，一个遥控器非常简单。那么今天的电视不再是这样的。今天的电视呢，我特别强调，今天的电视包括着画质、音响、内容和交互。你要看什么样的内容，你要知道买什么样的电视。买的电视和你能看的内容密切相关。特别是交互，更通俗的理解，交互就是操控。随着人工智能技术的发展，电视的语音与图像识别技术已经把电视操控提到了新的高度。以交互为例，海信推出的世界杯官方指定电视，不仅可以自动识别近1000名球员的肖像，什么意思呢？我在这个看比赛当中，我可以按一个键来把这个比赛当中球员是谁，他叫什么，他有什么好的表现吧？以前有什么好的表现，好的经历， 那么你都可以凭网搜到。在显示上，还可以根据播放的画面自动判断场景，并自动切换到最佳画质呈现。比如，当识别出正在播放足球比赛之后，电视会自动转场到运动显示模式。可以说，海信在 AR 电视的操控上已经有了自己独特的积累。对此，我的同事海信聚好看公司总经理于志涛随后将做详细的介绍。在这里，我重点谈一谈画质和显示技术的有关问题。首先 ，LED 背光液晶电视的变化仍然有很大空间。这种变化主要围绕分区技术进行。7月份，海信将发布全球绝对领先的5000分区的 ULED 电视，满足消费者对画质的更高追求。与此同时，高达1万分区以上的技术也已经在实验室完成实施。海信潜心画质处理算法和芯片研发，今年7月将流片第3代超高清画质隐形芯片，在超解像、降噪、动态分区控制等算法技术上取得了重要的进展，将再次大幅提升电视消费者的画质体验。第二，海信是全球首家推出激光电视的企业，并坚持不懈地推动激光电视产业的发展，获得了越来越多的消费者，尤其是高端消费者的认可。最近的 HRS 数据显示，中国市场销售的液晶电视平均尺寸在全球是最大的，2017年已达到了46.7寸，而且从2015年以来每年增长2寸。根据中宇康的预测，今年65寸及以上大屏电视销量将达到450万台，同比增长47%。65寸以上大屏电视将形成未来最具增长空间的黄金市场。大尺寸是电视消费者的核心需求。由于激光电视在大尺寸上的性价比优势，我们坚信激光电视将成为大尺寸电视的主流产品。所以，海信在大屏幕上发力激光电视，推出了80寸到100寸的全系列4K 激光电视。中宇康显示，5月17号，海信就在这个20多天以前，5月17号，海信发布 L5 80寸4K 激光电视后的2周里，也就是刚刚发布数据的第21周和第22周，海信激光电视在中国80寸及以上的电视市场的销售额占有率分别达到了61%和65%。这是海信电视的发展历程中史无前例，并且有效地抢占了75寸平板电视的市场份额，使海信激光电视在75寸及以上占有率从平均在12%的占有率陡增到23%占有率。这个地方呢，特别提醒大家注意，这个现象反映的是80寸的激光电视替代了75寸液晶电视的需求。这款80寸激光电视示意观看距离仅需要3米，价格不到2万，上市仅半月即成为市场上的畅销爆款，销售额位列所有电视型号的第4位。相信这样的发展态势定会促进激光电视乃至整个电视上下游产业链的格局重构。海信一直坚信百花齐放才是春，海信希望并欢迎更多的电视机企业进入激光电视产业。目前，海信已经掌握了光学引擎开发和生产技术。海信愿意与全球伙伴一同努力， 推进激光电视的快速迭代发展，向更小尺寸、更高画质的产品发力，使激光电视在更多尺寸段上实现对其他显示方式电视的替代，向更广泛的消费者提供性价比更好的激光电视产品。如此，我们才能真正成为激光电视大国，并引领世界激光电视的发展。今年是中国改革开放40年，在整个电视行业披荆棘沙的过程中，我们高兴地看到，社会生态正在恢复常态，大家把精力实力真正放在了技术进步和产品水平的提升上。大潮退去，才知道谁在裸泳。电视技术的前夜即将过去，未来一片光明，而技术功底薄弱的品牌，在即将到来的淘汰赛中难免成为牺牲者。海信对电视的未来始终充满信心。举例来看，美国人口为3.2亿左右，美国的电视年销量在将近4000万台，而中国有13.8亿人，这些年年销量在5000多万台徘徊。市场需求量主要是由人口和购买力决定的。由此可见，随着中国经济的发展，想象空间十分巨大。海信希望通过不断的技术创新，持续推出用户喜爱的差异化好产品，实现更大的市场销量和更高的市场份额。最后，再次感谢夏佩罗先生，让我有机会在此谈点个人意见。虽然行业时时在变，但海信的主场始终是技术与产品的创新。我也一生对此乐此不疲。谢谢大家。
And now it's my pleasure to introduce Fisher Yu, Senior Scientist of Hisense Group and CEO of Zhuhakang Technology Company Limited. He is an expert with 10 years experience in Internet TV and development as well as the operations field, leading teams to provide rich service such as videos, education, shopping, games, and more for 34 million Hisense Internet TV users all over the world. Please welcome Fisher Yu to the CES Asia stage.
Good morning. I'm Yu Zhitao. I'm with Hisense. It is my great pleasure to share with you Hisense AI TV strategy. And we will continue to lead the upgrading of the entire industrial chain with the advanced AI TV of Hisense. Just now, Chairman Zhou described the main factors for the TV competition. From the competition of image quality, which started in 2012, and now we have to focus on the image quality, audio, content and interaction. In the process of industrial upgrading, Hisense is a company with high-level products and technologies. So at each stage, we can make deployment in advance and make proper reserve in terms of products and technologies. Therefore, at each stage, we can continue to lead the development of the industry. In 2018, we believe this is the starting year of AI TV. And in this starting year, we will continue to lead the market. Because of the upgrading of the TV industry, Hisense is able to lead the entire market for 14 years in a row. And Chairman Zhou promoted the smartified strategy from 2012, and this helped us create the internet. This helped us to create the consumer group of internet TV, and since now we have about 34.72 million internet TV, and now we have everything we need to produce the AI TV. Many people say Last, for household appliance manufacturers produce AI product, it is only a hype to adapt to the market demand. However, standing at our situation, from the perspective of Hisense, Hisense is not the first company to propose the AI concept in the market. However, we are truly the very first company to launch an AI product in the market. So what is an AI TV? Simply put, from the perspective of the user, it means with the easiest way of interaction, the user can get all the contents they want. It is easy to understand from the perspective of the user. The interaction must be easy, and they can get individualized content as they want. And in terms of technology, the AI-related technology like the voice capability, image recognition, NLP, and machine learning, as well as other AI technology will be embedded into TV. So TV will be able to think and learn as human beings, and TV will be the assistant of people's daily life. It is no longer just a passive display. It can become an extension of our life scenarios, and this is our definition of AI TV. While developing and promoting our product, we have always been consumer-centric, and we want to make sure the user can get everything they want in an easier way, and this is how we develop the AI TV.
So what are the differences between AI TVs and smart TVs? From the consumer's perspective, in order to solve the pain points of the consumers, I think there are 4 elements of differences. First is the graphics-based interaction experience. That is what tells AI TVs from smart TVs. It would make the TVs understand what it presents through graphics. Second is the highly efficient voice interaction platform is what tells AI TV from smart TV, because the TV now can understand and comprehend what the consumers feel and say. Number 3 is the content and services provided through the TVs will be limitless. It is to cater to the ever-increasing demands in the all-encompassing scenarios. Number 4 is to use AI algorithms and technologies to restore the original graphics and pictures in the different scenarios. They are the 4 key differences from the consumer's point of view. So to better differentiate AI TVs from smart TVs, we have 4 products to realize that. The first, which is also the first in the industry, is a interactive application on the TV of voice recognition in all scenarios. Now we have 4K, and 8K has also been in the market. We see lots of good pictures, good images, and then it reminds us of some celebrity whose name we've forgotten, or in other cases, we find the garments beautiful, but we don't know what's the brand of the garment or apparel. We see beautiful scenery on the TV. We want to go there. We want to travel there. We want to book tickets to fly there. And when we find good food on the TV, we want to try it out in the real restaurants. Information is boundless on the TV, and the TV represents interfaces that interact with the machine and human beings. However, in the past, because of the lack of technology, we didn't apply the key philosophy of interaction onto the TV sets. That's why we have been thinking that when we watch some of the best TV programs that amuse us and entertain us. We should make sure that information on every frame should enable interaction between the machine and the human beings. So through different iterations and brainstorming sessions, we discussed different proposals. And we found that the most conventional sometimes is the most effective. We put a button on the remote controller and we call it 小剧. It is a magical button for all pictures. If you want to interact with the details on this picture, you just need to click this button that we call 小剧, and then you will get this 小剧based interaction scenario. On the left, we have a normal screen or normal picture. On the right is a card-based information flow. All the information will be incorporated in these cards on the right. For example, we know that this celebrity and actor is Hu Ge. And the information flows on this card for you to know the profile of this celebrity, to know his performances, his anecdotes, and many other stories about him. You will have limitless information presented on these information cards on the right of the screen. Before the Chinese New Year, we had our all-scenario image search product, and so far on the market, there is no product quite like it. It's got 0.1 seconds speed in terms of image recognition. It can recognize 95% of mainstream celebrities, and at the event of a simultaneous presentation or representation of objects, people and the scenarios, we can recognize them all at once, and we can recognize 99% of the commodities shown on the TV. With these technologies, we bring TVs onto new heights. TVs now become something that you can play with. It can give you a new way of shopping. It can give you a new way of socializing. It can give you connection between images, videos, objects, human beings, celebrities, and scenarios on the screen. So, in terms of the innovation on this product, we are unquestionably number one in the market in this area. The second product, the all-scenario audio solution. As we all know that the communication through natural language is, as the word goes, most natural. For us to develop interaction technologies, we've been talking about a theory called the three-step interaction. For every systematic design, if it only takes 3 steps for a consumer to find what he looks for, then this system is the most effective. For a very long time, we've used this theory to develop interfaces and products. But audio interaction is very different. To utter one single sentence, the consumer finds the content that he wants. It is crucial, and it is only possible with AI technology. So the all-scenario voice recognition is something that transforms the 3-step theory to 1-step theory. We incorporate into this proposal a large amount of scenarios of interaction. In 2015, we worked with MIT to introduce the first of its kind in China, a voice interaction product. Through 3 years of interaction or of iteration, its performance has surpassed all the smart TV products that you can see on the market off the shelf. How to determine the quality of a voice interactive TVs? There are 3 elements: precision, fastness, and comprehensiveness. It should be very accurate in recognizing the voices, no matter the accents, tones, or tonalities, or the speed of the speech. Number 2 is fastness. The response has to be very fast. upon a voice command, response has to be there instantaneously, and the service on demand should also be presented instantaneously. Number 3 is the service. Service should be comprehensive. Machine and human interaction would be discrete, and the thoughts of the human beings would be changing all the time. So some of the new, ever increasing amount of new demands and commands should be catered to with our machine. So all that we can get on the market has been studied in our labs. For every brand, we take out the best and the strongest to be compared with our own product, and we see some of the results. First of all, from language input to business presentation, it takes the first place 1 second, and the second place is 165 seconds for the voice recognition function to search for videos, and the second place takes 2.75 seconds to search for the films, and it takes us only 2.3 seconds. In terms of information query, we can do it in 0.875 seconds, while the second place is 1.4 seconds. And the number of techniques, for us it's 57 varieties and 33 for our second place. We feel the pressure, we feel the need to constantly improving our own technologies to enable better experience for the consumers. The third key is to provide richer contents and services to limitlessly expand our circle of life. As I said, there were two things that I've just talked about: image search and voice recognition. While they enhance interaction, they lead to explosive growth of business demands and business flows, but it can lead to the randomness of business demands and the demand or ever-increasing demand of tailor-made solutions. So every day we've provided 57 subcategories of live services in 17 big categories. Now there are 12 million families using internet TVs. Every day, 128 videos are played on demand, and 128 million people use big screen to have online education. So without ourselves doing so on our own will, we provide services that facilitates convenience for our users. And with the Xiaoju circle of life, we provide all the kind of businesses and services or contents that the consumer would need to facilitate their lives. Number 4, AI pictures. We started from developing better graphics, and we have always been leading in this regard in this industry. However, there has always been an issue. The physical parameters, for example, color saturation, brightness, grayscale, and contrasts, are fixated for a conventional TV set. They can't change with the differing business scenarios, or if they need to be differed, we need professionals. For example, we don't want any motion artifacts when we play videos, games, or play video on the screen. And we want subtitles to be clean when we watch foreign language videos. For all these scenarios, without AI, they can change automatically. That's why we've amassed a great amount of experience of optimizing graphics and picture quality, and then via AI, deep learning, a big database, and scenario recognition, among many other technologies, to make sure that news programs, sports, games, PC games, and many other scenarios can see the best graphics and picture quality adapted to them. the images presented to the consumers will meet the eyes of the consumers in a more pleasant way. So this is our fourth point. The four functions have been applied on all the products in all the series in 2018. World Cup is upon us. As an exclusive sponsor of World Cup, we will not leave this opportunity neglected. We will combine our AI products with good football content, providing our consumers with a brand new World Cup experience. We've done 4 aspects of works for this, providing Hisense users with 4 differentiating services. The first is what we call AI sports mode. Based on the football matches, we have the most ideal graphics for them. We have the exclusive contents of World Cup. We have a 360 degrees all-dimensional operation, providing a very exciting football match of the World Cup. And we have a sports version of image search functionality tailor-made for the World Cup. In terms of AI sports mode, we look at specifically football matches and football courts, and then we use algorithms to predict the traces of motion on the football court to make sure that there is minimum motion artifacts on the screen. Number 2, we can dynamically increase contrast and color saturation to make sure that you can feel more present in the football court, and this is really important when the screen gets larger.
Thirdly, dynamically, we will be able to determine the dynamic range of the brightness and automatically adjust it, so we can make sure the brightness will be evenly distributed on the screen, and we can provide more natural light to the viewers. We all know that in the afternoon, sometimes the sunshine will be blocked, and there will be places that is bright as places that will be in the shadows, and we can use this technology to solve this problem. Secondly, as the exclusive sponsorship of the World Cup, we will be able to get all kinds of highlights and documentaries of the 2018 FIFA World Cup. And also we got the exclusive HDR signal broadcasting. That means on the channel of Hisense, you will be able to watch in the format of HDR. And also we want to provide a different World Cup experience to our consumers by providing more programs online. And now we have different rewards to our consumers, which enables our users to have a different World Cup experience. And also we launched the independent channel of the World Cup, so entertainment and technology can be combined. And World Cup this time will be totally different from the past. Now, let's take some time to elaborate on this special edition of product developed specifically for the World Cup. For some non-football fans or for non-professional football fans, there are 32 football teams and there are almost 1,000 football players. It is difficult for us to know who the player is and the history of this player. Therefore, in 2 months, we developed a World Cup specific product. And based on the full scenario image search, we will be able to recognize the player, the jersey, and the team of the player. And this is the function provided by Xiaojun. For example, we see a highlight of the game. In the past, we took out our mobile phone and took the picture in front of the TV. However, the picture was not clear. But now with Xiaojun, just by clicking the button, the picture can be shared on the mobile phone on the social network. And when we try to recognize the football player, we will be able to see the performance of this player in this year's World Cup. For example, the assists, goals, and other strengths of these players. And also we will be able to know the performance of these players in different leagues and in different cups. And I believe this is also a great foundation for us to make decisions while watching the game. And for foreign players, we don't know how they grew up. So with encyclopedia information, we will provide all the information about the player to the viewers. So now with the full scenario image search, there won't be any mistake about the identity of the football player. And also we have all the headlines related to these players. At the same time, all the highlights of this performance can be presented to the viewers, so you don't have to look for other kinds of videos. If you are a professional or guru football fans, you will be able to tell different football jerseys, and you can make your order on the official website to purchase the football jersey of this player. The broadcast programs can be provided to the user in the form of a program list, so the user will be able to know when to watch what program. And also you can scan the QR code to participate in all World Cup related activities. This is the entrance to our activity, also to our interaction. Therefore, the Hisense World Cup Edition AI platform will be officially launched on the Hisense TV platform on the 14th June. Existing and the new users will be able to enjoy the World Cup AI platform exclusive content on the Hisense TV. We always say action speaks louder than words. We prepared a short video for you to get a better understanding of this AI TV. And last night we arrived in the venue and we found we have a Wi-Fi access here. So therefore we took a TV to this venue. So here on site we can present the functions of who the player is. We don't know who the player is. I used to be a football fan, but after getting into the industry of smart TV and AI TV, I don't have any time watching TV. Therefore, I am no longer familiar with the different football players. So if you know him, you can correct me. It is Lunia, and you will be able to get all the information of this player. We can watch all the news about him. And this is Mary Neal. You can see there is only the encyclopedia information provided in the existing database. There are no other products, and this is the Taobao portal. You can see the national jersey. And this is the national jersey sold on Taobao. You will see the price. You can make your order, choose the size, choose the color you want, but there is only yellow in it, and you can choose the quantity and then make the order. Then you scan the QR code and finish the payment on the mobile terminal. And with this, we can see that we are able to recognize all kinds of scenes and pictures shown on the TV. Now let's see the function of the full scenario voice interaction. And great restaurants around here. You can see the response, the speed of the response. I think we can still remember that for information query, the speed will be 0.83 seconds. From my input to the response, the time will be very fast, and we invested a lot of efforts in it to reach this level. And now I want to search for the flight ticket to Shanghai. You can see all kinds of tickets. If you want to book the tickets, you can scan the QR code, and later you can use the remote control to do it. But now I think more and more people still prefer to scan the QR code. Any great food around here? And now you can see the results. Any great food around here? I think this should be the restaurants nearby. I want some beer. So this, you can get the all kinds of beers on the screen. I want some barbecue. So all the barbecue restaurants will be shown on the TV. I want to go to the fitness studio. And here, this is the fitness related content provided inside our TV. The Chinese lessons for grade 1 primary school. And this is also the benefit provided to the Hisense users. And we can provide 9 categories of education services in free of charge. Or, for example, I can search for the movie, The Red Sea Operation. Who started the Red Sea operation? Sorry, I am speaking too fast. Who are the actors and actresses in the Red Sea operation? Sorry, my Mandarin is poor. So this is a real demo. We have about 57 applications. However, in the interest of time, these are all the functions we can show you. Therefore, as Chairman Zhou mentioned, that now the competition of TV market is no longer just about image quality. It is about image quality, audio content, and interaction. Now, driven by AI, the image quality, audio content, and interaction will be given new competitiveness and new missions. Therefore, at the very beginning of the era of AI TV, be it technology or product, Hisense is fully ready. Therefore, we believe that by 2020, we will have 65 million users of Hisense Internet TV. And behind it, there will be over 200 million users. And we believe we will realize this target only earlier, not later. To conclude, in the interest of time, there is only a limited number of functions that can be presented to you, and we welcome you to come to our booth to try out our products. If you purchase our product, you will know our product is even better than my description. Thank you very much.
这是谁啊？这又是谁啊？
小聚一下就知道了。
好无聊啊，还是逛淘宝吧。
人脸识别同款购物，只需海信微打 AI 人工。
哎，就近了，他刚过线，哎，没拍到，这张太模糊了，还是用小距吧。超级截图极速分享，只需海信微打 AI 人工智能电视。